Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video, we're going to look at a few more examples of polynomial long division. In the last video, I went through the process of how we do polynomial long division, so if you need to review the process, please pause this video and go back and watch the other one. A quick reminder for how we do divide is we will make sure that the quotient and the dividend have exponents going in descending order. Then we're going to estimate, multiply, subtract, bring down. Multiply, subtract, bring down. Multiply, subtract, and we keep doing that until we finally run out of things to bring down. Oh my goodness, in this first example, we're missing quite a few terms in my dividend because I go from an exponent of 3 to a term that doesn't contain an m at all. We need to put everything in between these. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up. I'm going to say m minus 2. That's my divisor. And then I'm going to put m cubed plus 0m squared plus 0m. So that way now the exponents go 3, 2, 1, and then finally bring down that minus 8. And now I start the process. So the goal here, we focus on m. We always want m to exactly match the first term of the piece of the quotient that we're looking at, starting with the m cubed. What would I need to multiply m by to give me m cubed? Well, we could, do the reverse of that. M cubed divided by m to the first is m squared. Because there are two terms in my divisor, I go to the second term here, and I'm going to say m squared in my quotient. I take that piece of the quotient and I multiply it to the entire divisor. So far we've been ignoring that minus 2 part of the divisor. Finally, it gets its moment to shine. M squared times m when we distribute is m cubed. M squared times minus 2 is minus 2m squared. And we subtract. As you know from my previous video, I like to change the sign, so this positive m cubed becomes a negative. This negative 2m squared becomes a plus 2m squared. We've successfully completed the subtraction, so I change it to addition. Now I can just focus on combining the terms straight down. M cubed and negative m cubed is 0. 0m squared plus 2m squared is 2m squared. And now we bring down the next term, plus 0m. Now I want this m to match exactly 2m squared. I could set this up with division, or you can do this in your head. 2m squared divided by m to the first would be 2m to the first. Write the plus 2m as the quotient and multiply it to the divisor. And now we distribute. 2m times m is m squared, minus 2m times minus 2 would be minus 4m. And we subtract. Let's change the signs. This becomes a negative 2m squared. This becomes a plus 4m. We just completed the subtraction, so I'll rewrite it as addition. Now we combine 2m squared and negative 2m squared cancel. 0m plus 4m is 4m. Bring down that last term from the dividend, minus 8. I need m to be exactly 4m, so 4m divided by m is 4. I'm going to put plus 4 here, and I multiply 4 times m minus 2, the entire divisor, and I get 4m minus 8. Set up my subtraction, change the signs, and combine. 4m and negative 4m cancel. Negative 8 and positive 8 also cancel. So we have a remainder of 0. What this tells us is that m minus 2 is a factor of m cubed minus 8. And if you've already looked at factoring techniques, you might have recognized that m cubed minus 8 is, in fact, a difference of cubes with a root of m minus 8, or with a factor of m minus 2, I mean. So we could say, oh, look, it's perfect. M squared plus 2m plus 4 is the quotient when we take the factor m minus 2 and divide it into m cubed minus 8. Let's look at one more example where we actually have a trinomial divisor instead of the binomial divisor that we've seen so far. Looking at both the dividend and the divisor, they're both okay. The exponents go in descending order and none are missing. We would just set up this long division. The divisor is x squared plus 3x minus 5. And the dividend is 4x cubed minus 9x squared plus 8x plus 1. We're going to do this the exact same way we would do if the divisor was a binomial. So the x squared is our focus. We need x squared to match exactly 4x cubed. So 4x cubed divided by x squared, that would give me 4x. Because I have 3 terms, I'm going to go over once, twice, 3 times, and put the quotient right there over the 8x. So I have 4x lined up over 8x. We take that piece of the quotient, 4x, and we multiply it to the divisor, x squared plus 3x minus 5. When I distribute, I get 4x cubed plus 12x squared minus 20x. This whole thing is being subtracted. So of course what that means is I need to change the signs. This becomes negative, negative, positive, positive. And now we combine. 4x cubed and negative 4x cubed cancel and make a 0. Negative 9x squared and negative 12x squared, when we combine those, we get negative 21x squared. 8x and 20x make 28x. And we bring down the plus 1. The second piece of our quotient, I need x squared to exactly match negative 21x squared. So I could take that negative 21x squared and divide it by x squared, and I'm going to get negative 21. I'm going to line up the minus 21 over that constant in the dividend. And now I need to multiply this piece to the divisor, x squared plus 3x minus 5. When I distribute, I get negative 21x squared minus 63x. A negative times negative, it makes positive 105. This whole thing is being subtracted. Let's change the signs. This negative becomes a positive. This negative becomes a positive. This positive becomes a negative. This negative becomes a positive. Now we combine by going straight down. Negative 21x squared and positive 21x squared make 0. 28x and 63x make 91x. Woo. 1 and negative 105 make negative 104. This is the remainder. That is a monster of a remainder. So we're going to write our quotient and remainder as 4x minus 21. There's the quotient. Plus, we take the remainder, 91x minus 104, and we divide it by the divisor, x squared plus 3x minus 5. And then we put a box around it because we answered the question. You did it! We looked at examples of dividing with polynomials. You did long division. You are awesome. Thank you for stopping by.